From the deep dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikodas and Grebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report.
You mean me?
Yes, we're live.
Oh, hello, and welcome to Fleet Action Report, episode 82. It is a Silky anniversary. I'm Nikodas, and apparently I'm a little confused today.
It's fine. I changed how we started, though I also got distracted while the video was playing. So I'm Grebog, by the way.
We also have Momenth with us today. He has joined us previously, and I think he's going to regale us with a joke.
I don't know about regale, but it's a dad joke. And Mama Cat, is over here saying hi. I think y'all can hear her pretty good. But as Chief Medical Officer of the USS Enterprise, Dr. McCoy was obviously very interested in the crew's physical health. While most of his job included things like routine physical exams, surgeries, and occasionally finding Spock's kidnapped brain, he also took an interest in the crew an interest in increasing the crew's physical activity level. He convinced Captain Kirk to let him transform a cargo bay into a fitness center for the crew to use when they were off duty. He called it the He's Dead Gym.
That was a long build up, but I was kind of waiting for the dead Jim. That was pretty good. Even though, yeah, there are certain quotes that I remember that are attributed to Dr. McCoy that he never actually said. Damn it, Jim was common, but the whole other part of that was not necessarily. And he loved to insult the green-blooded Vulcan crewmate that he had. All right,
and also Beam Me Up Scotty never happened.
Really?
Yeah, never said.
I didn't even know that one. Although I like Scotty more for "Hello, computer." I do that at work all the time. I think I'm the only one that laughs at it. But hey, that's okay to have an audience of one.
Exactly.
All right, so Grebog, how's your week been?
Apparently, confusing because things don't change like I tell it to on Twitch. There. Now it says the right game. My week, let's see what happened. My raid team finally got Sylvana, so we got ahead of the curve, finally.
I saw that. Congratulations.
And then what else? I don't know. It's been a week. It seems like I've been doing a lot, but I can't remember what. It's one of those weeks. Yeah.
Those weeks.
Because I didn't do D&D on Sunday because we were having people that told me they were gonna be missing, so I canceled that. Yeah. How's your week been, and what have you been up to?
I have been playing Pokemon. That's pretty much it.
Catch 'em all.
Playing this game and playing Pokemon, and that's pretty much been my week. I bought the newest game out, the Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus, depending on how you want to pronounce it, and it's actually quite a lot of fun. I see why people are comparing it to Breath of the Wild. There's some similarities there with both scenery and the way the character moves, and the idea that it's an open world game, and there are quests everywhere. And I would be very surprised if they don't do expansions or DLC down the line. It's just one of those games that seems to lean in that direction. But so far it's been fun. So I mean, we'll see how it pans out. It's a straight up open world game. There is a quest line and a story to it, and I'm not quite sure how the replayability is going to be, or how it's going to be coming back to it after you complete the storyline. It may be very, very grindy, but then again, what Pokemon game really isn't? So it's interesting, and I don't know how else to put it right now. But yeah, and then I got my wife back into STO and got her some freebies on there, and we, tinked around with her character a little bit, and I'm hoping to do some more of that. So that's pretty much been it. Ament, you want to jump in here with your week?
Other than the fact that I've had a kitty cat begging for things that it's like she ain't gonna get. It's been pretty quiet. I finally got my sink in my kitchen put back in, and so that's doing good. I'm able to do dishes in the dishwasher versus the bathroom sink. So,
Always pleasant.
and we got some WoW news that I saw that came out like literally today. That's making me like, well, that's another reason to I could go back to WoW. That's cross faction grouping. So I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I saw that today too. That's actually, there's been a couple of big announcements today. So apparently, Sony has bought Bungie. So I don't know what that's going to mean for Destiny or whatnot, but that's kind of the third big game company purchase that we've seen recently. It's been a little crazy.
Everyone's
Because
buying
the
everybody
Game Wars
else.
have.
They're all buying up the game companies.
Sorry, Nick, I overtalked you.
It's all good, man. Yeah, I don't know what else to go from there, so I guess we'll move on to this week in STO. So, let's see. We've got the anniversary event going on. That's actually what we're highlighting today with our stream. It's going to run from now until January 24th. And the grand prize, let me pull this up real quick, is this beauty. The Jarok Carrier. Kind of pretty. You can see the launchers there. I like the ship. I don't typically fly carriers, straight carriers. I mean, I like the mixed carriers, the escort carriers or cruiser carriers. But the straight carriers I've not had a whole lot of luck with. But this is pretty, and I like the fighters that are coming out with it. So I'm looking forward to that.
I've heard someone that has bought it out and has already reviewed it is talking very highly on its performance. So
It's good.
yeah. The other big news is they announced that they kind of hinted that there would be a bundle, and then on Twitter they did an image that showed 5 ships, and they talked a little bit about the bundle. There are going to be 4 new variants, mirror universe variants. There will be also 1 former mirror lockbox ship. It used to be a lockbox only ship, but it is going to be part of the bundle. And then it's supposed to have like a tier 6 coupon and Terran uniforms, and then more. And I had some theories. So the image that they tweeted out, it shows clearly a warship style Voyager or Intrepid, Pathfinder. They also in the tweet had called it, I believe, Trailblazer. So the other ship they called a Cygnus. And it fits very much of if you go to the customization with an Andromeda. There's been an incident at Jupiter. Oh, I guess I was supposed to take that, wasn't I? Redshift. There's been an incident. But so if you go to the parts thing, it's an exploration cruiser, but it has the parts that when you go to the ship customizer that are called Andromeda, which sort of fits because Cygnus is a constellation. Andromeda's technically Andromeda's a galaxy, but it was also a constellation by Ptolemy in his initial 48 constellations. Then we have other people have, I guess at some point they oopsed and you could see some of the ships in the store. Like if you go to the ship purchase people at the or space dock or the other various places, you could see some of these ships there. And yeah, so some of those ships were there, I guess, at some point. I noticed that I pulled out my Voyager that I have, and it already had. I could already put the paint skin for the mirror onto it.
Yeah, I saw you were doing that last night, and it's like, it looks interesting, it looks cool, but I want to see what they come out with.
But so I mean, two of them clearly are supposed to be the like an explorer. Though the thing to note about the Explorer, it looks to have a secondary deflector up on the saucer. And the other one being the Pathfinder Trailblazer, so Voyager style. Then it comes down to speculation. If you go by the screenshot they gave us, or at least the load screen, we have a Defiant, a Somerville, and I believe an Odyssey. So those could be the other. I don't know. That would see that though. That would put it at 5, and I don't know that any of those were lockbox ships.
Yeah, I'm curious about the lockbox ship. I'm not sure what that would be.
I have a theory that it could be the the Styx Dreadnought that they had.
Could be the Styx. That would make a certain amount of sense with it being a Terran Empire ship or bundle. That could be interesting.
I mean, that's the main Terran ship that when I think of one of the new tier, or like a Terran tier 6 ship that's in a lockbox, that's the first one that comes to my mind. Though there are tons of tier 5 mirror ships and mirror variants of ships that we have. So, I mean, they could technically mean, well, we're going to make one of them a tier 6 version, and that's what we're getting.
Either way, that should be really interesting. Like I said, if they pop another Defiant, especially if it's a pilot Defiant, like in the Legendary bundle, the 10th Legendary bundle, I might be very tempted. The rest of it would just kind of be icing on the cake. Yeah, it's expensive, and I mean, it'll be on sale when it first drops, but how much is kind of,
Yeah.
And it would still be expensive.
I don't expect to see it below $200 base price.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. That would put it, on par with most of their other bundles. All right, so I think that was everything, right? I'm not cutting you off.
No, that's it's all theory and conjecture, really.
So our primary target for the day is Redshift, which is the episode we're going to run, but this goes along with this 12th anniversary. You have to get 2 points daily, get a total of 40 points. That's 20 days of progress for those of you that think math is hard. To get the grand prize, which again is this little pretty ship here, or big pretty ship, I guess.
Oh, it's quite massive.
Yeah, I've been told it's fairly sizable. Well, I mean, it's basically Dederidex wings attached to a Federation saucer.
I think it's bigger than a Dederidex.
Could be.
We'll be able to look at it, in a few short days and find out for sure.
There's someone that's bought out and already flying around with it, and someone had a fairly decent-sized ship sitting on top of, like, above it, and it dwarfed that ship.
STO is in the bigger is better thing again.
We got to ask the big question, though. How does it look as a toilet bowl?
So, moving right along, there are 2 episodes you can run that get you 2 points each. There are 2 TFOs you can run that can get you 2 points each. And then there's also an Omega Stabilization which is a little daily quest given to you by Q that gets you 1 point. And as we figured out, the way to make that into 2 points is to run it on 2 different characters. So, all right, but for highlighting our little run through tonight, we are going to run Red Shift. And I believe all 3 of us have... and Tabby is not here yet. All right. So everybody transwarp over there, please. And we will get this show on the road.
While we wait for Tabby,
I think technically we could have just like left this Earth space dock and gone into sector, and it would have let us. Yeah.
Well, that's true because we do start right here. I mean, we're live here. I don't want to delay a whole lot because people, might get bored watching us just twiddle our thumbs. But do we have an update from Tabby? I know she said in chat she's here. Is she wanting to join us? Earth to Tabitha.
Tabby is in game. I mean, and in Soul System.
I literally just checked and did not see her.
She must have just joined. But while we wait for her, I do want to mention something that I found out. If you're wanting to collect the emotes and you do the dailies for Q, you actually can do those are actually account bound.
Hello there.
Hey, Tabby!
Hello, welcome. Glad to have you join us.
Computer going, hey, look, I'm here.
I see that now.
Now, Minth, when you say account bound, are you saying the box is account bound, or once you've unlocked the emote, it's all characters unlocked the emote?
It unlocks for all characters when you get one of them.
The reason I ask is I know there are many boxes that are, account bound, and just so we can make sure everyone's clear.
Yeah, once you learn an emote from that on one character, it's available for them all.
Yeah, I can confirm that. I am bought out. I've got them all. And I only had to get 3 this year. And I did that on a brand new character. So it is definitely account unlocks, which is really cool. Tabby, we are out here in sector space ready to begin Red Shift. Do you want me to share that mission with you?
Got it.
Alrighty. As soon as you get out here, then we will launch. We get to go shoot some Terrans.
I'm transwarping now. Also, if you look in the general channel of this server, I pasted the picture that Grebog was talking about that has the comparison.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that. It's below a Voyager type ship and dwarfs it. So yeah, pretty sizable.
Oh, looks like we're going.
I'm ready to click begin.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
So Tabby has let us know that there are many Easter eggs hidden once we get to a certain stage.
Then we need to stop and look.
Whatever medical teams you could spare would be most welcome.
And this does signify if you have not ran this episode. Okay, first of all, if you've not ran this episode yet, spoilers, and you probably shouldn't be watching, unless you just don't care about spoilers, which I know some people don't. But hey, Janeway's back! Yay!
What?
Wait, who's Janeway? Is that a spoiler?
We've lost main power.
Maybe.
Engineering support would be helpful.
Yeah.
Thanks. This is Chief Engineer. People back to you as soon
And this map is also used in the new TFO,
Evacuate as many people as possible from the Akron before their warp
which is
core
fun, by the
reaches.
way. If you haven't done that either, you should. The TFO is a lot of fun.
Course about to breach.
After you beam all the survivors off the ship, you need to
That's
get away
everyone.
from it because it
Get to a safe
explodes.
distance.
Kablooey.
I should have put a gravity well on it so that way it got sucked in instead of when going out,
Losing the Akron wasn't easy to watch, but you saved the survivors.
I've been watching Prodigy as well, and Janeway has a large part in that, and that's been interesting to watch as well. Good old Kate Mulgrew.
Welcome aboard.
There's a lot to discuss and very little time to do so.
Oh, I should try out my new weapon.
Walk with Here's me. What we know.
You
so
should.
I'll get you up to speed. The
should
Terran
too.
fleet warped into the Sol system unchallenged. Somehow, they managed to bypass all of our security measures. You saw what they did to the ships near the station. Once they dealt with those ships, they raided
Big
the
sword.
station itself.
That was one of the
Their
giveaways.
objective was unusual, even for Terrans.
And she loves this room.
Right. Let's get down to business.
The number of times we've seen this room on the show.
As now I'm looking at panels to see if they say anything funny.
Is this? Are you going to warn us when we get there?
Yeah, it's
Tabby?
mainly on Jupiter Station.
This is just operational status. Auxiliary systems monitor 047.
Library access. I mean, that's pretty cool. The detail they put into it's nice.
I'm bringing in a consultant to assist with this briefing. Someone with first-hand experience of the incident at Jupiter Station.
You're gonna love this.
Oh, look, it's
Oh my!
Janeway.
Spoiler.
Told ya.
If you're finished gawking, believe me, I don't want to be
The
here
long
any more
hair
than you
is
do.
interesting.
Let's get this over with. 14 hours ago, I led a
And the
Terran strike
7 of
force
9
operation to
implants
Jupiter
is
Station.
Yeah,
really
that's
interesting.
striking.
Well, I mean, they couldn't give her, like, the mustache or, you know.
All right.
That would
No.
have been a little weird.
I get that, but I mean, those are very
Wait, I'm a bad guy?
specifically 7 of 9s. We're all bad guys. Well, technically, I mean, are you a bad guy if you're from that universe? I mean, technically, wouldn't our other characters be the bad guys now?
Nope, this is still auxiliary system monitor 47.
Hey, I need to go to the bathroom. The door won't open.
How do you know it's a bathroom?
Doesn't make sense for it to be over here. Otherwise.
Actually, that
about
might be the
time. I
captain's
could use a good
quarters. Or, not quarters, but...
This isn't the 23rd century. Battles aren't won with karate chops and smirks.
The voice box
Bloodthirst
on
built the
our
Empire.
characters
You'd be
are
wise to remember
interesting.
that.
Well, they had to give us a voice, but they, you know...
But they had to be
They-
careful how they gave us a voice. So this was a way to kind of get around any...
I get that, but they've never worried about it before.
If it gets in the way on our
I don't think they
mission,
ever had
I
our
won't
characters
hesitate to
speaking
put
before
you
that, right?
down.
No.
No, there are cutscenes where it happened.
Yeah,
A lot of
Stop
well, they're
flirting
hidden
with
episodes
me.
now,
You'll
but
make Camargue blush.
and there's been time. I mean, you click on the option to speak, so it is interesting. Don't get me wrong. The idea that they've done before is they don't give you a voice, so you can imagine yourself what your character sounds like. So this is an interesting way to get around that.
Oh, yes.
And you can still imagine what your character would have sounded like.
Without the voice box, yeah. What did I miss? Oh, you guys got ambushed.
Yep. And for those that are watching, you notice we don't have any of our normal abilities. They gave us a
Yes,
generic
you tried.
weapon
And
and
Fortunately for you,
two powers that fit our class. And that's
And a
bad.
reusable, yeah. The reusable heal, don't forget to use that. It is very handy. Who didn't clicky? There we
Sorry,
go.
I've never played before, so I was kind of trying to read what's happening.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
We'll try not to
I'm
rush
on the
through
cat.
it as much.
Oh, it's okay. I can always replay it.
And there they are.
Yeah, this is where some people are also getting theories on what ships we're getting to see, or getting in the Terran bundle.
Jupiter Station. I am Marshal Catherine Janeway of the Terran Empire.
Request denied, Marshal. I did
Oh, he's too
A
stubborn.
predictable response, Marshal. I suggest we teach them the error of their ways.
Inquisitor, I have 17 brown on Romulan ale that say we're earning the most glory today.
Got something
Make it
brown on your
20,
nose there.
and you're on.
Enough.
Done.
I'm in a Defiant. Ah, freak me.
Kill in that little bucket of
I
failure.
think all of us are.
We'll see about that.
We are. And there go all the torpedoes. I ran this mission a couple days ago with a friend just to make sure that it was multiplayer, so when we did this tonight it was okay, and it worked pretty well. Of course, we have more Defiants now, so that's a thing.
We need more. We need a few more Defiants. A whole fleet of Defiants.
Well, we kind of have a fleet of Defiants right now. Oh, I miss flying the Defiant. This thing's fast. Okay, all the ships are gone. Take out the phasers.
It won't be a problem for long. Concentrate fire on the defense satellites.
Enemy
Go.
defense satellites have been eliminated.
You killed a lot of good people out there.
Hey, I got lucky today. I need to get phaser damage
You'll find
ground.
out soon enough.
Oh, I'm in the Valiant.
Same.
Surrender.
What are your
and
guys'
prepare
ships?
to be
Let's see, the
boarded.
Defiant, the
Belfast.
Warspite, and the Belfast. Nice.
Tactical. Fire to disable.
You guys are going through all that really quick.
Oh, should we be waiting?
Well, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure anybody watching would appreciate the speed, but we do have somebody who hasn't ran this before.
That's okay. I was able to read through it and stuff as we went along.
Oh no. We'll slow down.
I will let you know when I need a moment to read and stuff.
That's a good compromise.
Because I know we don't want to take the entire time of me reading, you know, while we're waiting for this to play. Because we don't have all the time in the world.
Oh,
Why
but
are
we do.
disabling? Oh, but I think we will.
There's a price for defying the Terran Empire, and I am here to collect. Tactical. Concentrate fire on their habitat net.
Do not
Well, that
risk
was
the loss
fast.
of the
I
Emperor's
mean, you know, how many Defiants does it take to knock out a station?
Touche.
1, 2, 3.
Considering it took only 3, that station's a little weak. Right,
Well,
Mama Cat?
Defiants are, I mean, they're warships.
Prepare yourselves.
As we planned then.
Oh,
Two
yeah, I
teams.
will let.
Team 1's objective is to
Do-do-do.
disrupt their security systems. through
This is where there
sabotage.
are
Team 2
names
will
on
then gain access to
stuff and
security
things
systems
that.
and take control of them. As you wish, Marshal.
Is there? Even in here?
Starfleet cargo.
We're looking, for those just joining us, we are looking for Easter eggs because there's supposed to be a bunch of them.
From my understanding, a lot of
Starfleet
them is.
materials, supply.
This all says Starfleet cargo.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on.
Once that's done.
We've got intruders in the storage area. Repeat.
Oh, right.
intruders
I'm
in
not.
the
I was like,
storage
wait, I'm
area.
firing the wrong weapon. Oh, that's because this isn't my character.
Oh, I found one here inside this room.
That didn't take
You found one after we all
Yep.
looked?
Yeah, look where I'm crouched here. It's right beside the door to the right, the access panel.
Hang on.
Refer servicing to qualified Starfleet technicians. No user serviceable parts inside. Live, laugh, love.
Right over here. Okay.
If you're talking about the
Phasers
thing
on
that says
stun, eh?
280, I can't read that.
Ours are
It's
set
too
to kill.
small.
Looks like this group has more fight in them.
So
Interesting.
they're angry geeks. And
All right, that was fun. You guys are still here? I thought I killed you already. Look at us killing the good guys.
Haha, these darn Federations will pay.
That's a lot of dead bodies laying around.
Stack them up like cordwood.
Authorized personnel only. By order of Starfleet Security Directive 47-001A, have your identification ready.
Same thing. Did you find something, Tabby?
Yeah, the life support system ones are funny, but that one might be hard to see.
Enough. Someone get these doors open.
All right, Janeway.
Well, this one talks about the state of California, you know.
Oh, yeah, here we go, right over here.
Where?
I have a hard time reading it because it's really small.
This product can expose you to chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, or other harm. Nice. They obviously had fun with this.
Considering life support would cause cancer, they're technically correct.
I'm sure there are probably other panels in this room that
There's a bunch in here.
there's supposed to be one somewhere that says Monster Closet.
Got it.
Monster
Ready
Closet.
when you
Oh,
are, Marshal.
hello.
You press the button.
I want my lightning. I keep pushing my button to activate my lightning, and it's not working. That's life support again. Monster Closet.
They're beaming in.
You're trapped. Surrender now and no harm
Ah,
will come to you.
yeah, you guys are trapped in there. Have fun.
Security fields. Took them long enough.
Wow, that's a lot of Starfleet personnel.
Ah, they just cloned some more.
That would be the Dominion.
We
Nice
need
try,
to
though.
keep moving.
How do you know that the Starfleet security red shirts aren't just clones?
Chips here and shut down power
Well,
to the
that's...
fields.
They go through a lot.
Marque and I are in position. Waiting on you, Marshal. Tick tock.
You gotta go this way.
We're almost there. Stand by.
And they all fall down.
All the bodies. Let the bodies
Let
hit the
bodies
floor.
hit the floor. Let the
Oh,
bodies
hey, I found
hit
some
the
friends.
Let the bodies hit the floor. I don't know how well I did that. I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying to read stuff here. Can't they see I'm trying to read? Seriously.
On it. Cover me while I work.
Clock's ticking. Still haven't heard any explosions. Having troubles?
Not
Locker
as many as
know a
you.
better
equipment.
way to do
Don't
this.
stop distracting us.
Yeah, yes.
Well, I thought I did anyway. I was trying to go into the shooter mode, but it didn't really help. I need my lightning bolt from the sky. Wow, who summoned all them?
All them what?
The Exocomps.
I would guess our engineer.
Get out of the room.
But it's gonna be toasty.
Nice kaboom! We intercepted their security protocol transfer. Kumarke is taking control as we speak.
Good.
Sure, if you ask me nicely. All right, it's down. Go!
And look at all. This must. I don't remember fighting this many when it was just me and one other guy.
I think it added some people for the quantity that we have in our party.
Yeah, it's really bad though when you're out ahead of the group.
It's fine.
There's the Jeffries tube. Let's get climbing.
All these people climbing through the Jeffries tube. I mean,
cancel that alert when there's still Terrans on board.
That's a mystery
I'm looking for the monster room. Monster closet. Whatever it says.
Transporter room. Take the lead.
Oops.
Breach and clear.
What? They're here!
I was not expecting that door to open.
I believe someone has a video of where all of them are.
Beam us directly to the medical ward.
Oh, I'm sure.
That ensign's standing up dead.
Something's wrong here.
We need to get out of here before Starfleet overruns.
Yeah,
our
that
system.
happens sometimes.
As fast as you can.
It glitches out a little bit.
Perfect. I love running.
Tilly is Tilly, doesn't matter what universe she's from.
Starfleet's adapt.
Stop!
Tilly and her pet are a problem. Can I count on you if things go sideways?
Of course, Marshal.
See, standing up dead again.
Here's one.
What'd you find?
Do not feed the plants. Audrey.
Audrey, Mark. I don't know. XLVII. Okay, so apparently Little Shop of Horrors is canon.
I mean, why not?
That would make my mother happy.
Let's fight
I love how my face is like.
Marshal? Inquisitor, how nice of you to join us.
What took you so long? Did you stop to replicate some coffee on the way?
Fighting now. Coffee later.
Oh, what? No. That's obviously opposite
We're clear
Janeway.
for now.
Right? The only captain in Starfleet history that will drink coffee while fighting the
What do
Borg.
you think she's up to?
Maybe she's hoping we'll kill each other.
Or
So
use
she won't
coffee
have
to fight the Borg. There's coffee in that nebula.
This is Janeway.
Caution, monster
What's your
closet.
status?
Do not open this door. Seriously, just
About to
don't.
take turbolift control. Stand by.
Ready phasers. They're here.
I love that they do jokes, and you know this is a meta
Let's
joke.
get this party started, nerds.
Uh-oh.
Watch your fire. We need functional controls once we've cleared the room.
Now I want to open the door.
Less talky, more shooty.
Where's the monster closet?
Back there.
Right here. It's this door right here.
I mean, we have phasers. Why can't we open the door?
I want to. I really, really want to.
Victory at last.
I would not be surprised if these weapons were in part of the bundle.
Inquisitor to Marshal Janeway.
Well, you get these weapons already. This one also says Monster Closet. So there's another one.
Did Grandma Janeway ask you to kill me?
So does that
Or maybe
one.
it's another door to the same one.
Ah!
It's a
The
big
monster
one.
closet door
that one
opened. The
opened.
monster closet door opened.
Maybe we're the monsters? Maybe we're in the closet.
We've done our part. Hold your position now, Inquisitor.
Yeah, we'll get right on that, Marshal.
Oh, we gotta double down on this. We've wasted a bunch of time in here.
It's fine.
There's a countermeasure blocking me here. You need to reroute through that
Oh,
console.
here we go.
See if we each take a console or whatever, you know.
Complete.
Mement, you're in my personal space there.
Starting on the second
There's no
lockout.
need for
Cover
personal
me.
space in virtual space.
You were getting a little fresh with my Romulan Inquisitor here.
Well, she's the one that's trying to seduce me.
She probably would at that. Especially being from the Mirror
I
Universe.
need you on that console, Inquisitor.
I don't know,
Well,
we
you would
haven't seen any Mirror Romulans, have we? Bajorans,
Well, they wouldn't be welcome in the
humans,
Terran Empire.
Vulcans.
Just a few more seconds.
Hey, he died and stood up.
Yeah, it's like the Terran Empire doesn't really like other races.
I mean, Bajorans.
Do they like them, or do they just take advantage of them?
Control is restored.
I think the second.
Admiral Lita. Admiral
Janeway
Lita.
will convince Camarque to betray
I
me.
mean, she's taking advantage of the Terrans.
That seems unlikely. Your
They still
ex
promoted
is
her.
very
No,
They
no,
gave
no.
her-
That's not a. Their promotion method is very much of, hey, I took the position.
Well, granted, I guess they let her keep the promotion.
You
I
aren't
mean,
working for the Marshal.
Are you gonna challenge her?
I work for the Emperor.
I have many times. And now she, turned coat against them all, which is just weird.
Well, that's because they don't like her so much, whole. Yeah.
So, what's so important about the Emperor's prize, anyway?
Ask the Emperor. I'm sure he'd love explaining himself to you.
Wow. Stick with your day job, Inquisitor.
I said, let's hurry, and then I'm still stopping
Joke will
at
be on
every
us
door.
if we don't stay focused.
Oh no.
Because
We're
I'm
having fun
bad
playing
like
the
that.
game.
Right? When does that happen? I mean,
It's completely
seriously.
wrong. You shouldn't be having fun playing the game. We're gonna have to talk to the mods of the channel here and get you kicked off.
I mean,
Mind if we cut in?
It is fun. This game is fun with friends.
Hopefully games are fun with your friends. If they're not, then I mean, boy,
Some are.
someone
Some-
went bouncing backwards.
Some video games are better than others with friends.
Beginning decontamination suite.
Here we go.
Decontamination.
This ends now, Terrans. It's over.
Oh, does it now? Really?
You're right,
Ends
Commander.
now.
It
Because
is
we're
over
Terrans.
for you.
I feel like, if my
Threat
captain was here, this fight
The
would have
prize
gone
is
differently.
ours for the taking, Marshal.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Now I'm curious if there's
Inquisitor,
things on the
if you
walls
would
in
do
here.
The honors and open the door.
Oh. This is the prize.
Yep, here's
Spoiler.
the big reveal.
Oh.
Huh. I
expected someone more impressive.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, let's do that.
To be honest, I didn't think you'd make it this far, but I'm happy to finish you off now. You've had the Emperor's favor long enough. It's our time for glory now.
Really? Well then. If you want to kill the Queen, you need to deal with her pawns.
Okay.
She's a queen.
Not as loyal as you
Who is ready to fight Borg?
Afraid not, Marshal. Nothing personal. Tilly made the better deal.
And it was for a lot more than Romulan ale.
Oh, that's interesting.
We should gloat.
Okay, there is a hit your melee attack. You use your dagger.
Sort of invulnerability shield.
She's adapt. Her shield is down. Now's our chance. Open fire.
I'm gonna stab Janeway.
She's adapted. Eliminate Borg drones to make her.
More Borg.
Her shield is
Borg,
down.
Borg,
Now's
Borg.
our chance.
Borg, Borg,
Open
Borg.
fire.
Borg.
She's better at assimilating people than I am.
Mark my words, traitors. You will burn for this.
So she's the queen of all the Borg, or just
That
she
is
made
a-
all these people on the station?
That is a good
I'll give
question.
the old girl credit. Making a Borg army out of the Starfleet goons we dropped
That
along
answers
the
that
way
question.
was a solid move.
Well, sort of. I mean, we know where the Borg
Yeah.
on the station came from, but
If
all
she
right,
is, it'll be
Ilya.
Starfleet's problem, not ours.
Ilya.
If the Marshal survives,
Right.
she'll be
Thank
stuck.
you.
Yeah, that's.
Like that's a super long ago callback.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
The rest, as they say, is history. Let's discuss how we resolve this fine little mess. Preferably over some coffee.
That
I think
that
that
begs
could
a
be
lot
arranged.
of conversations, though, because they've already made certain connections to that movie.
Yes and no. I've heard theory that the Borg are related to updating and sending V'ger back on its way, but I have a problem.
Yeah, but
my
but
problem with
S-
that is the fact that supposedly they had no clue of any carbon-based life forms. They assumed that the V'ger was made or was just a young version of a life form from our system.
Yes. However, in STO, they based all of the Borg dreadnoughts, the Borg command ships, on V'ger. Specifically to solidify that connection. Even the torpedoes they fire look like V'ger's torpedoes.
You mean the Borg?
The Borg the command ships, the ones you fight in the TFOs, and the one you fight at the end of the Red Alert.
I'm gonna say this. We already know the Borg are a lot older than V'ger. Okay? And it was William Shatner, who I'm not very fond of, who wrote a book saying, oh yeah, the Borg are V'ger. No, I don't. No.
The theory was actually posed to Gene Roddenberry before his death. It was one of the last interviews he did where people ask him, hey, could this be the case? And he basically responded with a shrug and could be. I think his exact words were, hey, if that's what you like to believe, then go for it.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people took as straight up confirmation. But like I said, STO has followed that. They've put in the V'ger type ships in the game that are Borg ships. See, there's the little science pod on the back of the
Odyssey.
Odyssey, yeah.
We will learn the secrets of the Emperor's prize.
I don't know. I'm curious where they're going with this.
Kumarke to bridge. We're ready to begin.
Oh no. Interesting.
To be continued. And that's the end of that. All right, so that is one of the ways that you guys can, something you can run to get your 2 daily progress points. There are also 2 TFOs. Oh, don't forget to get your prize. This Terran Exocomp kit is interesting. I'm running it on one of my other characters. It's a fun little thing. Oh, hey, I got an Endeavor reward too. That's always nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they're going with it. I don't know what the connection is with the Borg. That could be fun, and I lost my train of thought there. That's why I backtracked. Let me get back on track here. So, the events. Redshift, Firewall are your episodes. I can't even... Jupiter...
Iuppiter.
Iuppiter Iratus, I guess, is the new TFO. That one's interesting. If you guys haven't ran it, do. But my advice is, if you are at one of the satellites, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you get in there, stay there. There's no need for everybody to fly from place to place to place. If you get one person to sit at a satellite, they should be able to cover that satellite on their own. If they need help, you should have an extra person, because you put one at each satellite. You have one person sit at the station in the middle, and you're on a 5-man team. So you've got one person who can float around and help everybody else. But mostly just pick a spot and sit there, and you'll complete the TFO fairly quickly. Operation Wolf is an older TFO. It's ground-based. It's the one where you're raiding a holographic version of ESD. You fight Admiral Quinn. You end up fighting a shuttlecraft at the end of the mission. If you are not familiar with it, it is a fun mission. Probably one of the best TFOs that one of the best ground TFOs that they've designed. And then the last thing here is the Omega particle stabilization. 2 things about this: it only gives you 1 progress point. To get 2 of them, you will have to run this on 2 different characters. And the second thing is, you can run these, you can go get these particles even if you are not currently on the quest. The quest you pick up from Q on ESD, or the Klingon homeworld First City. Nice, Grebog. You pick up the mission, you go collect 3 Omega particles wherever he sends you. You're done, you turn it in, you can get your reward. And that would be the popper that you can get this year, some emotes, dilithium, or a prize, just a random piece of gear pack that you can pick up. The emotes are fun. They are account unlocks, so there is that. The popper is not an account unlock, although I believe it is account bound, so you can transfer it from character to character if you so choose, or you can just get multiple copies. Okay, so it is character bound.
It is not character bound.
That's interesting. In any case, that being the case, you should be able to transfer it, but if you want multiple copies, just run it on another character. The other thing I was going to talk about was the Omega particles. You can actually just collect those without being on that quest. The point of that is to come down here into your R&D special projects, and you can turn these into higher level qualities until you get to the tech upgrade. These are roughly equivalent to the tech upgrades you get from the Phoenix store, the Phoenix prize packs. So, crafting them, and it's all free. It doesn't even cost you dilithium. So it's a way you can collect these to upgrade gear and whatnot.
2 of them do take dilithium to make, but they are the special, whether they're the mark upgrade only or the quality upgrade only. If you're focusing, they cost you some dilithium on top, but otherwise, just the upgrade itself it is non-dilithium based.
Right. Thank you. It can take some time to get these. Let's see. Can I do more than one? No. So you just queue them up and, make your stuff. And there are people that will just spend all day collecting those. So you can do that even if you're not on the mission. And I think that covers everything I had. Grebog, you want to give us a fleet status update?
The fleet went crazy, as I say, but in a good way. As I go to the Starbase projects here, you'll notice that, hey, the Starbase has the Tier 5 shipyard upgrade counting down. We started this... I'd have to look at the Discord because, it wasn't even 24 hours after I posted this was starting. Everybody put all their resources in, and we had this counting down. So in 10 days, we will have a Shipyard 5, which will mean we will have any of the fleet ships from the Starbase that can be unlocked will be unlocked. There's only one ship that won't get unlocked, and that's the Lucari ship that comes from the colony. But every other ship in game, if there's a fleet variant, we will have it. So, and as soon as that one's done, I will be queuing up the Starbase Tier 5 upgrade, so that way we can have a Tier 5 Starbase.
That'll be fun.
Also, if you want to know what's going, I highly encourage, if you want to know what's going on with the fleet, we do a fun night on Thursdays. Come join us then. You don't have to be part of the fleet, but to get the communication, get the updates that we send out, we send those out on the AIE Discord. So you can join us there, which AIE-guild.org is the best place to get the information about AIE. We also have our own Discord, which I sometimes start going into theories on what ships are coming in bundles and stuff and things, and information I find. So I put that into the show notes, and I am dropping it into our chat now to join us on Discord. But, yeah.
Join us.
One of us. Oh, I mean, but, yeah. I think that's pretty much everything with the fleet. We're moving right along with the colony still. The Starbase is getting closer and closer to being done.
All right, Grebog, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Next week, do you want to make our new characters and start that run through, or you want to do Cold War Part 2?
Let's finish Cold War Part 2. So that way, and the reason I'm partially delaying, I have a weird sneaking suspicion Gamma recruits are coming back. Or not Gamma, Delta recruits are coming back. The reason I have a sneaking suspicion is with all these Janeway ties, they redid, they put Janeway voiceovers into the Delta Quadrant stuff. I think they're going to try to encourage people to do the Delta Quadrant stuff by bringing Delta recruits back.
Okay. Well, we can definitely take a look at that.
That's just a theory. I have no evidence or proof to base that on.
Who needs proof and evidence in today's damn world?
All right, so next week, Cold War Part 2. Soon we will do those new characters and begin the playthrough of that, so you guys can watch us in non-top tier ships and probably blowing up a lot, and yeah, it'll be fun.
If we don't hear anything by, let's say, next week, that Delta recruits are coming back, we can start them up. It won't matter. Honestly, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to play yet.
we can talk about that more behind the scenes as well. We still have to talk about what faction we're going to do.
Hey, yeah, if you want to have an opinion about what we play, that's another reason to join the Discord to let us know. You can tell us, hey, I'd like to see you to play a science captain, or hey, I'd like to see you play an engineer from the beginning. Either way, whatever. Tactical, who cares?
Romulan.
Play
Federation.
Romulan, play Klingon. Though I do recommend keeping us on one faction side only, because it won't be. It'll be really weird to have one of us doing Klingon and another one doing like a I don't know, a Ferengi or something. Well, I was gonna say like a human that's stuck on the Federation side. We can't group up then.
Well, I agree with that, but anything outside of that, faction, race, you know how it goes. All right, guys, we've got some good stuff coming up in both our show, the game, Star Trek in general. Keep an eye on Prodigy. Some good stuff going on there. But as always, I will leave you with the words of Q. See you out there.
Live long and prosper.